Conor, it's always an exciting time, the start of another RBS Six Nations, but for you, I guess, even more exciting, your first one. How are you feeling at the moment as you approach the tournament?
Oh, incredibly excited! It's really special. It's really special, and it's an event that I've grown up with. When it was, watching 5 nations, 6 nations, and it's what I based my whole childhood around. Sitting at home, waiting for the Saturday matches to come on and start watching them. So to be part of it, and to be part of hopefully a new start for Italian rugby. That's what we're aiming for. We're aiming to try and give the youth a future and kind of change a few perceptions about ourselves and gain respect. So that's what we're about. So I'm incredibly excited, and the Italian supporters, I found out in November, are so passionate. So hopefully we'll give them something proper to cheer about.
What's the key to producing that new start? I guess you want to find the form that led to the win over South Africa in the autumn.
I think it's not focusing on winning, and I know I'll be judged on it. It's very easy to say that, but we're just going to focus on our performance, and that's a really trite and boring thing that all coaches say, don't they? But we're in a different cycle. In terms of what we do, we have to make sure we have 3 kind of separate goals. We have the short term, which is to become really competitive. We have that medium term to arrive to the World Cup in a really, really good, strong side, and then behind the scenes we're trying to change a lot in terms of the systems and structure. So the goal for our team is to be competitive over 80 minutes, but to give and to create a new future for the young players in Italy. And we know this is not a short-term job, but we know we'll be judged on short-term performances and results. But I said to the players, I'll take the brunt of that. I'll take responsibility for the results. You just play. You play for 80 minutes.
Do you feel there's a need for you to justify Italy's place in the tournament over the next few weeks?
No. I played against the Italian team in the 90s. The likes, some brilliant rugby players, a young Christian Stoica, Julian Gardner, the Katita brothers, so many Paolo Vaccari, so many great rugby players, and they earned that right. You're all the time. I think it takes a long time to earn people's respect, and it's easy to lose it. We have to earn people's respect, but the history and tradition. That's what I found when I've been fortunate now to be living in Italy, going to some great rugby clubs and seeing the history and the tradition, seeing the young coach Michael Checa, the David Campisis, the Nas Botas, and then the great Italian players. It's a country steeped, and it's a country that we need to make sure that we take off the life support machine, so to speak, and get it back to where it belongs. And we have some proud players, and players like the older generation, the players like Sergio and Cittadini and Giraldini and Favreau, not so old Favreau, but they want to win now. They want to win now, but we also are very conscious that we have a big responsibility for rugby in Italy.
And you start with 2 home games. You start against Wales at home, and the fixture list in that sense has been kind, because obviously it is a boost, I guess, to play in front of your own fans to start with. That gives you a platform.
They're amazing, and the players will no doubt raise their performance levels, but that's not what we need to be about. Whether it was our first game 6 months ago together as a group, and we were on the line in Argentina. With a lot of senior players missing, and we're pounding their line with 2-3 minutes to go, trying to get a win there, and we lost 30-24. But it was that performance that kind of gave me a certainty that we've got a group who are incredibly proud. So we're not thinking home, we're not thinking away. We want to play in front of our home crowd and give them something to cheer about. I think South Africa was the first home win for over 2 years. But we want to be consistently competitive. That's our challenge now, consistently competitive. And you could not believe what a good group of people. If you've got good people, you can go a long way, and we've got good people. We have lots and lots to do and lots to change in Italian rugby and in the systems in Italian rugby, but we have what we have within our group, and hopefully we can show a few people that there's, like we did, and we're not going to harp on about it, but South Africa showed potential of what we can do, and we have to make sure we do that every week, not just 1 week.
Now finally from me, and coaches don't like talking about individual players, I know, but is there a player across the tournament, not necessarily from your own squad, who you're particularly looking forward to seeing over the Six Nations, and why would that be? Is there any player that you're really excited by?
You can never pick from your own squad, because then you get in trouble with the other 30, 32, 31, 30 players in that squad. So go outside, put me on the spot. I think Stuart Hogg's playing unbelievable rugby for Glasgow, and he's brilliant to watch. So I think there's so many. Six Nations is incredible. I mean, you can go through every team and start picking out individual game breakers and brilliant rugby players. But he really, the way Glasgow have performed, and And to me, it's a lesson as well. I saw Gregor talking about the 20 years ago, Glasgow were losing by 80 points. 10 years ago, Borders went bankrupt and 2 clubs had no future. Now they have 2 teams in quarterfinals of European competition. It's certainly, I think, what we can become. But Stuart Hogg has led that. Finn Russell as well. So they're 2 players, I suppose, from outside of the norm.
Excellent. Thank you very much, Conor.
Thank you.